And you'd want to marry at CHISHIMBA Falls, right? Yeah. You'd want to marry from CHISHIMBA.
That's a story of another day. It's a man from change, but we'll go there.
Hello, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Mr. Zambia, taking great things about Zambia to Africa, great things about Zambia to the world. So we are in today's video. Actually, we dive deep, that is to Kasama. We are with someone from Kasama, an expert who has lived in Kasama for quite a long period of time, and he's going to answer some of the questions that about Kasama, and you will actually be able to learn one or two things about Kasama, same as me. So I'll give him a chance to actually introduce himself. So Mr. Ernesto, so in summary, who is Ernesto to those that are seeing you for the first time?
Alright, thank you so very much. I'm really humbled. It is my privilege and honor to be on this channel today, the great channel which talks great about Zambia. My real name is Ernesto Mlenga.
Okay.
I'm from Kasama. I have been in Kasama since 2007, so you can see at least I'm a resident of Kasama. I'm currently in Kabwe doing my clerkship from Cavendish University, Zambia.
All right. Okay, so with the first question that I would want to ask Mr. Ernesto here, Ernesto, I usually call him Ernesto Valverde, so I'm going to call him by that name. So Ernesto Valverde, how would you describe Kasama concisely? How would you describe Kasama to those that have never been there, to those that are planning to go to Kasama? How would you describe Kasama to them?
Okay, so the first thing you have to know about Kasama, Kasama is a place which is found in Zambia, as you all know, and it is in the northern part of Zambia, and it is the headquarters of Northern Province. Okay. So Kasama, since I'm trying to more like to make a link from the capital city of Zambia to Kasama, okay. So the distance mostly they have estimated the distance to be 850 to 900 kilometers from Lusaka. Okay. When going to Kasama, you can go either by road or using a plane. Okay. Yeah. So by road, it can take an approximation of maybe 12 to 14 hours from the capital city of Zambia, which is Lusaka, using to Kasama. But by plane, it is, I think, less than an hour. So that is Kasama, just the heart of Northern Province.
Okay. We've heard Kasama is the heart of Northern Province, and the distance is actually 12 to 14 hours from the capital city of Zambia, that is Lusaka. The second question that I have for you, Ernesto, is what most thing do you like about Kasama, about the people of Kasama? What most thing do you like about the people of Kasama?
Okay, the most great thing which I like about the people of Kasama is their hospitality. Okay. The way they receive these called visitors, tourists, and the way they live with each other. Okay. Yeah, they live in peace and harmony, love. Okay. So, but the most important thing is the hospitality. In Kasama, you find the most hospitable people to ever live on earth. That's what I would say. Yeah. So that's what I like most about the people of Kasama. And not to forget this, most of them, they are hard workers. They're really hard workers. Okay. So I also like that fact about the people of Kasama.
All right, we've heard, actually, I've seen it from the interaction that I've had with Ernesto. Yeah, we've been friends for quite a long time, and from the interaction that we have had, actually, he's actually an interesting person, hospitable. So I have no doubt that the people of Kasama are actually hospitable. And for you who wants to visit Zambia, for you who wants to relocate to Kasama, hospitality won't be an issue with you, and they are really hardworking. To my third question, and that is, in case someone is coming outside of Zambia or outside of Africa, and they want to go and visit Kasama or relocate to Kasama, what languages do they have to know? What languages do they have to know so that communication can be easy as they are traversing through Kasama?
Okay, so on that one, as we all know, as Zambia, we've taken English to be our official language. So the people of Kasama, they are not exceptional. They know English.
Okay.
The majority of these people of Kasama, they are able to communicate and to understand, to speak English.
Alright.
Even if they are not able to speak it fluently, but they can understand and you can communicate with them. So you just have to know English. Then the local language there in Kasama, we have Bemba. Yeah, it might be difficult for tourists from other countries to learn Bemba within a short period of time, but at least you can just try to know simple terms like kukuposha, mulishani. We want to get something nishinga, you can just try to learn those simple terms. But let that not worry you. English you can communicate. Then we have also some other minor languages like MAMBWE and Namwanga, because we have such kind of people in Kasama. And nowadays even Swahili, especially when you go to location market, town, shops, you find that there are these guys who know Swahili very well, because they're coming from most of them Nakonde, Tanzania. Then they are coming to do business in
I can see you are hospitable.
Yeah,
hospitality is
really
not an issue. So we are talking about Kasama. If you are visiting us, or if you've started watching this video from this point, we are talking about Kasama, the great things about Kasama, and letting you know about Kasama. So it's Mr. Zambiest. We'll go to our fourth question. So in terms someone is worried, they are tourists, they want to visit the Kasama, but they don't know what tourist attractions are there, what activities are done in Kasama. How would you describe the activities that are actually done in Kasama? They are starting from what they do, or what tourist attractions that are there in Kasama.
Okay, so firstly, I would want to start with the activities that are mainly practiced there in Kasama. So the first thing you have to know to say, agriculture in Kasama is the most practiced activity which is there. So we have agriculture, and there are things like the Bemba culture. I can say for me it is a practice. So Bemba culture, whatever Bembas do, you find that in Kasama those activities which are practiced there. Then there is local market, and an example of Jambesh market, which is location market. That's where a lot of activities take place, selling, buying, even barter system in Kasama. I still have that. Barter system, whereby you
good for good,
exchanging good for good.
Wow,
yes, you find
that's African.
Yeah, you find that people from far places are bringing their maybe cash crops. Then they will come and exchange with things like groceries. Soap, salt, sugar, like that. So that happens in Kasama. Then we also have, since you've asked about activities, we have a golf course there. So there is a Kasama golf course. So you can visit
with your family, your friends.
Exactly, and do some things. Yes. So tourist attractions in Kasama. I'll firstly stick to Kasama as a district, since we're discussing Kasama. So the first thing there, you can go to the most famous falls in Zambia, which is CHISHIMBA Falls. So CHISHIMBA Falls is in Kasama, in Kasama district. That's where CHISHIMBA Falls is. So I don't think your visitation to Kasama can be complete without you visiting CHISHIMBA Falls. You just have to go there. Whether you are a Zambian or you are a foreigner, you just have to know where and go to CHISHIMBA Falls. It is really an interesting place. If you even see where hydroelectricity power is produced, there is that place. In CHISHIMBA Falls. And a good news to you Zambians, the amount of money which you pay before when you want to visit CHISHIMBA Falls is quite different from how foreigners pay the amount they pay.
Okay.
So that's the good part about you and I, especially Zambians.
So you mean for someone of Zambian descent, it's very cheap compared to
very cheap actually. Very cheap. People even host my birthday parties from CHISHIMBA Falls. My weddings from CHISHIMBA Falls. Any kind of celebrations.
And you would want to marry at CHISHIMBA Falls, right? You would want to marry from CHISHIMBA Falls.
Story of another day. A man from change, but we'll go there to just celebrate.
All right.
And there are other
markets. There
are other places like MAMBWE rock paintings. If you've taken history, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, we used to learn about those rocks. Paintings. There is MAMBWE rock paintings there. And away from what is found in Kasama, just a short distance from Kasama, there is a place called Mbala. Because most of the people, when they come to Kasama, they would want to visit Mbala. That's where there is Motomoto Mijam. So there is Motomoto Mijam in Mbala. Then also just in Mbala there, we've got Kalambo Falls. There is Kalambo Falls. So you find that most of the people, when they visit Kasama, they would want to stay in Kasama, in hotels in Kasama, but they would want to visit these places like Kalambo Falls, Motomoto Mijam in Mbala. Then there is another interesting thing. When you visit Kasama, you don't want to miss and visit Mpulungu. That's where there is Lake Tanganyika. So there is Lake Tanganyika in Mpulungu. So most of the people, when they visit Kasama, they will make sure that they also visit Mpulungu to go and see this
Lake Tanganyika
enormous
lake. Man-made. Is it man-made?
Lake Tanganyika.
I don't know. Okay, all right. Kariba is the man-made.
But Lake Tanganyika,
it's massive, right?
It's massive.
You and me have to see Lake Tanganyika.
The view itself, it is really interesting.
So we've had those actually adventurous places that we can find in Kasama and in just closest areas of Kasama. That is actually very interesting, and I would want to actually visit Kasama, visit Northern Province, and have it. In terms of someone who is living in Zambia or someone who has lived for a long period of time in the diaspora, but he or she is a Zambian, he would want to know his or her roots. So in terms of the tradition ceremony and the tradition that is mostly celebrated in Kasama, what tradition ceremony is that for the Bemba people that have lived for a long period of time in the diaspora and they don't know about what usually happens in Kasama?
Okay, so in Kasama, since the majority of people who live in Kasama are Bembas, majority, I can say 90% are Bembas. And as Bembas, I'm also a Bemba. We have a traditional ceremony by the name of Ukusefya Pangwena ceremony, which usually takes place every year in August. So every year, July, you start seeing adverts. But it usually takes place in August. So we have Ukusefya Pangwenda, which is the traditional ceremony for Bemba people. So the most important part or thing about Ukusefya Pangwenda, it usually reminds people of the Bemba's history. How they left Angola, Kola, how they came to find the Bemba land. Yes, so you find that the activities there, such as dancing, singing, giving speeches, some people will start giving reminding us of the history of Bembas. Yes, and the most important thing about Ukusefya Pangwena, it also helps us to strengthen the cousinship that we have with the Ngonis. So I find that most of the time when there is Ukusefya Pangwena, one or two representative of the Ngon leader come there, trying to interact. So I also love that about Ukusefya Pangwena.
Breaking those barriers, actually tribal barriers, breaking them.
Yes. So in short, I can just say it helps us to unite with each other. Sometimes it's also used as a tourist attraction. These tourists, they like coming, see the way we dance, the way we sing.
Our life.
Because the way of dancing is just different. You find what we call imbeni, which is a very interesting dance.
I would want to experience that. I've never been to Ukusefya Pangwenya actually. I would want to go that side. So in terms of what usually happens during that traditional ceremony, like we have for the Lozi people, where they actually more or less like come out from the lower land that is flooded, going to the upper land in Komboka. What usually happens in Ukusefya Pangwenya?
Okay, Ukusefya Pangwenya, most of the time, what usually happens there, there is something like what can I say? They have made an heart of a crocodile.
Okay.
Yes, I can say an heart of a crocodile.
Alright.
So the chief, who is Chitimkulu, will be put on to that crocodile. Then they lift him up.
Okay.
Coming where the celebration is, while he's greeting the people, blessing them like that.
Okay.
Yes, there are many theories about that crocodile clan. Yeah. Some people, they say no, the Bembas used the same crocodile to cross the river.
Okay.
But which I haven't confirmed. But some, they say no, when they crossed the certain rivers, they found a dead crocodile.
Okay.
What and what. So I can't really tell what really happened. How the crocodile signifies
the words.
Yes.
So that is one thing that we would want to know, please. What does the crocodile signify actually? Pa Ukusefya Pangwenya. Please, if you know what it really signifies, please comment down there and let us learn from one another, and let that person who is coming from the diaspora actually learn from that comment that you are going to put down there, and have a feel of those places. Have that Zambianism experience of Northern Province.